Welcome back to the Don't Make It Awkward podcast.
Are we just jumping right into it, or are we doing a...
Oh, yeah. Maybe that should be our starting thing. We just found it.
Yeah, that's good right there. So might as well just start now.
Okay, perfect. Less to wade through on the video and on this.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. Okay.
Threw me off guard.
Sorry. Yeah, you're totally right. Are we okay to go?
Yeah, I guess so.
Sorry. We're just gonna pound it out.
Yeah, we're just going to wing
Okay.
the shit out of it, I guess.
We're gonna do this.
All right.
Okay.
Do we sound good?
Yeah.
We should be close. to the
Well,
mic.
I keep looking at you.
I know, we
talk
need to
you.
kind of look at the
Okay.
camera.
I'm not going to be ashamed of myself. I'm going to look straight forward and not down
Okay.
at my drink.
Well, I got to look at this, but yeah, I'll look at that.
We need people to hold up our
I
cue
know,
cards.
cue cards. Okay.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome back to the Don't Make It Awkward podcast. You got to say your name.
Yeah, but
That's
don't you have an intro?
That's it.
Really?
Yeah. I say welcome back to the podcast, right?
Yeah.
And then you say, I'm Josh. Let me tell you how we do this.
'Kay.
I say, I'm John.
Yeah.
Right. And then I introduce our topic. And then then if we have people here, we talk about them a little bit.
Don't make it awkward because we're going to talk about it anyway.
Don't make it awkward. You're right. Again, so this is my second strike.
And you thought it was me striking.
Yep.
Man, you're throwing me for a loop here.
We're playing a different game.
Yeah.
And I'm winning at my game, but
Yeah.
you're winning at yours.
We're professionals. I hope people know.
Okay, we're 2 minutes in now.
Okie
When
dokie.
it should have been 10
Well,
seconds.
let's get this
in.
started.
Here we go.
All right.
Welcome back to the Don't... Oh, my... Okay. That's my third strike.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
Welcome back to Don't Make It Awkward, because we're going to talk...
We can do this.
Okay, edit all this out.
Maybe not.
Welcome back to Don't Make It Awkward, because we're going to talk about it anyway.
I'm Josh.
And I'm John, and we're back. The audience might not know as well as we do, obviously, but we've taken a little bit of a hiatus for for personal reasons.
Very personal.
We recorded the last episodes that any of you have possibly listened to almost consecutively. And then we took a little bit of a break while we released them on time, or close to on time.
Yeah.
And now we're back, and we're kind of healthy.
Yeah, that was part of the hiatus. We were deathly ill. So hopefully that doesn't affect anything now. I think we should be fairly okay.
I might be coughing a little bit through this, but for the first time ever, we're recording video.
Yeah.
During the podcast.
And if the batteries last, then it's going to be an entire episode.
Yeah. I just lied. We recorded video on a previous podcast.
Well, I wasn't going to call you out on it.
That's okay. I mean, everyone else is going to know. And we recorded, and we just wanted to see the footage to see if we could make this a thing. And so we're going to try. We don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
that's going to take us some getting used to looking this way.
That's the things. Yeah, that's the thing. So I may be looking at John a lot because I'm used to it, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna try to put the focus outward.
Well, it's nicer to look at you because you're so beautiful.
And I just thank you.
But to talk to you, it's just nicer to have a conversation.
Talking about me being beautiful. No,
well, I'm
the
done.
other thing I was thinking.
That's all I have to say about it.
The other thing I just thought about now, though, is people that are going to be listening to it don't even care that
that's
where
true.
we're looking, but that's okay.
Well, for people who might be interested in how we use our hands when we talk, or when we spill our drinks on our audio equipment or something like that.
Right.
That will be all part of the podcast, or this video cast, I guess.
Well, and then the people listening probably already have a mental picture, kind of like when you're reading a book of these people. And I would imagine that with our voices, the way they are, lustrous as they are, they probably imagine some really good-looking guys.
That's true.
And then it could be ruined by looking at it. But I don't know.
I actually inwardly had a crisis about us recording this on video, because you and I, we both have the same haircut,
Yeah.
and we both have the same beard cut, if that's a thing.
Yeah.
So I didn't know, because you kind of want to have some variety and look, but you and I are very. I mean, physically we're not the same, obviously.
Obviously.
right? But at least our face shape and our head shape is pretty similar.
Yeah. Well, and the other
So-
thing is, I mean, there might be somewhat of a height difference, but I usually sit on my foot, so I kind of look the same height. Yeah. Now you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
didn't
I don't
know that.
always do it, so it may change, but
I
yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
My Mr. Manager sits on her foot too.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Some people are baffled by it.
That's probably why you two get along so well.
That's true. Yep. So I guess we could introduce our topic.
Yeah, okay, so we'll stop bullshitting. So so our topic tonight is online behavior. And excuse me. Go ahead, take it.
Yeah. So we've decided. I shouldn't say we decided; it just kind of worked out. But we thought it was good that they were doing this as a first full episode, as a filmed episode, because people behave differently. I mean, particularly online when they're typing things, but also like maybe when they're being recorded on a podcast and not live.
Yeah,
So-
totally. I mean, obviously, anyone who is listening, all 6 of you,
Mm-hmm.
you know that people, like, their online persona is different from how they are, or for most people, right?
Yeah.
Especially when they're given a degree of anonymity.
Yeah.
Anonymity?
Okay.
Right? Did
sure.
I say that right?
I don't have any idea.
So, and you and I don't know. Do you think we act differently when we're podcasting than how we act when we're just hanging out?
I think for the most part, you and I act similar, especially now. Maybe not on episode 2 or episode 3, whatever. We act quite a bit different, but now I think we act fairly close to how we act.
It's a comfort level
Yeah.
now. But like you said, in our first couple of episodes, we were nervous.
Yeah.
We were a lot more timid. But now, I don't know. I always
Yeah, I mean,
having a microphone in my face doesn't faze me when I'm talking now.
yeah. So I think you get comfortable, but like I said, I think a lot of it we're going to talk about is at least for me is people typing and their words that they're using.
Right. Okay. Well, take it away. Let's
So-
start.
All right. So I would say I guess I'll just dive right into it. I was going to say a little, but we're going to start with YouTube.
Okay.
So
yeah. The number one offender.
yeah, that's true, and that's why I have to get right into that one because first thing is any video. It seems like any video you watch that the comments aren't disabled, that no matter what, there's going to be really negative comment. No matter what it is, it could be the best thing you're seeing. It could be music or whatever, but there's always going to be a negative comment. And I don't know.
Totally.
And I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's. Yeah, I'm sure it's both, but people being sincere or people just trying to get a rise out of people.
Right. Yeah, I was going to say that recently we spend a little bit of time on YouTube, right? Just
Yeah, a little bit.
perusing videos. And this one, I was trying to, get through a night, I guess, just trying to pass time. And I was watching videos that were like videos to restore your faith in humanity. So, some really touching news stories or, some Make-A-Wish Foundation kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And there were still people in the comment section, saying really inappropriate things to get to get people to freak out. Right?
Yeah.
Obvious trolling.
Yeah.
But then not just the comment, but you see these wonderful videos and you're thinking, this is just, again, it's restoring your faith in humanity, and it has 571 dislikes. Like, why
Yeah.
would it? Who would dislike a video like that?
Yeah, I mean,
I just don't get it.
yeah.
What has got to be up your ass for you to be watching a kid get his wish granted because he has terminal cancer or whatever, and then to say, yeah, I hate this video.
Yeah,
Like,
that.
what kind of a person do you have to be to do that?
Well, what's interesting about that, I didn't even think about the likes and dislikes. For the comments, people saying negative things, they want, 100 threads on their comment of people freaking out. For the dislike, it as far as I'm aware, it doesn't say who dislikes it.
No,
It just says that there's a dislike.
Yeah, you're just a complete dickhead for
Yeah,
doing it.
Yeah. And that's I wasn't thinking the extreme of like Make-A-Wish or something like that, but even something where someone is like, I keep going back to like musically talented.
Wow,
Excuse me.
that was perfectly recorded too.
So where someone is just they're just like maybe it was too perfect. I don't know. But maybe that's just because I'm obsessive about music and I just can't understand when someone doesn't appreciate good music. But yeah, so I don't understand that with the dislikes especially.
Yeah, and again, this is a classic example of having some. I'm gonna try that hard word again. That someone they have some. Oh my God, they have some degree of anonymity.
Yeah.
Right. And so, whether they're serious or whether they're joking when they're being a complete asshole, right, on the video, they say something that they would never say in real life. The internet is a classic example of everyone, anywhere, at any time, has something to say. And some people just don't have interesting things to say, Some people, you can't say something nice, don't say it at all, like your mom taught you, or, I don't know. It's just, it feels like, okay, congratulations for getting your 5 seconds in the limelight, you idiot. Thanks for proving to aliens who might be checking us out why we're not worth talking to.
Yeah.
And why we're like one chromosome away from being a chimpanzee.
Can you imagine if the first thing that aliens or whatever saw was our YouTube comments? I mean, obviously things would work different from them to us, but I mean, if it was a similar to us and at all, that would be frightening.
If you saw the video, like a YouTube video of a pop star, and then the comments following that as an alien, you would think like Justin Bieber is either God or Satan, like one or the other.
Yeah.
So,
That's true. That brings up
right?
another point too, though. So you have, let's say, Justin Bieber or someone like that,
right?
And they're.
I'm just a huge believer, so I just had to throw that out.
I know, any chance you get, you want to believe any chance you get. So, so let's say there's, he comes out with a video or something, and there's, immediately like, I don't know, 5 million, 10 million views or whatever it is. And, obviously tons of people are going to watch it. And then you see the comments, and maybe it's just the people that are commenting. They're brutal. So maybe people are, I mean, obviously he's popular, but maybe part of the views are just people that are seeing him just to make the comments. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But, I mean, yeah. And people obviously are going there just to dislike because there's thousands and thousands of dislikes on those videos.
That's true, too.
So, I don't know. Yeah, so...
Okay, well, so I think we've hit
Yeah.
that topic pretty hard on
Yeah.
trolls or negative comments, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So there are other kinds of comments on YouTube, obviously, right? There, you have the random YouTuber that is placing an ad for I don't know, whatever, a different website or cleaning supplies. I don't know, and it's not like it's Clorox at YouTube. That's not their username. Advertising for Clorox or Clorox, whatever it's called.
Wait, were you talking about Clorox?
You can tell I clean a little bit if you're watching the video, but
Are you talking about Clorox?
Clorox.
Okay.
Yeah, the bleach.
Because I was just kind of assuming I knew what you were talking about. If it was just like a made up cleaning supply that you just were just.
I should have I should have played it off as I was
There's another cleaning
if that?
supply of Norwex, or were you just combining them?
I think I was. I mean, because Norwex has been in our lives, so
Yeah, I was going to try to mention that without going into too much detail, but yes, Norwex, the cleaning product, has been in our lives lately. Maybe we'll just save that for a different time.
maybe we could do a whole podcast on
Yeah,
Norwex.
I'm sure we could. Anyway, but yeah,
Get free advertising for it.
I
maybe.
wouldn't be opposed. Maybe someone will contact.
Well, they will
us.
get free advertising because they won't pay us.
Yeah,
That's what I should
obviously
say.
not. Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, John Smith, right? His YouTube account. He's the guy doing these Clorox,
Right.
these Clorox or Clorox or Norwex ads
Yeah.
in YouTube comments. And again, is that a sound marketing strategy? Because then we should go on with our YouTube account and start posting ads for our podcast.
That was where I was going to kind of go with that.
Okay.
So you have you have people that are on YouTube, whatever, and it's just they'll post it like 100 times, like advertising something random. So you have those, which I think that is just no one's going to go. I mean, they're crazy if they go to those links or whatever. But I have had people, and I just thought of this now. Let's say there's a band that you're listening to.
Okay.
I've had people post saying, like, you know what? If you like this, either I have a band like this, or I know of a band like this, and I've actually found good stuff from those links.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, there are those people who will say, "Hey guys, come check out my channel," right in the comments,
right?
And every single time I see that, I think, man, just do your own work. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much of a jerk.
You know what? I think I'm thinking of it two different ways. If it works out for me, then I'm glad they did that. No sake for them of them getting any more business from me.
Okay.
But but yeah, I mean, to be honest, if we posted our podcast link on a link for something else, like if the Nerdist podcast or whatever it is,
right?
I think me personally, I would think that's kind of lame.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know, but again, maybe it's a sound. We haven't done any marketing research, right? So maybe it's a good thing to do that. For instance,
I would say people would say it wouldn't hurt
if we if we targeted just good podcasts.
Good podcasts.
No, not other good, just good ones, okay. Right? That and posted links to our material. And if we got 100 extra views on average, or downloads on average, would it be worth it?
Oh yeah,
I think so too.
Yeah, because what does it hurt?
Morals be damned.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, what does it hurt? You have one John in the world that's going to be like, oh, that's stupid. And who cares?
Yeah, that idiot's in his basement doing a podcast.
Yeah,
so just bitching about
the basement without a wall behind us.
I don't know, what a loser.
Do you have other specific YouTube ones that you're thinking that people do?
Yeah. So I always seem to encounter on whatever YouTube videos I watch, there's always someone in the comments who likes to talk about how, God loves us, or, God's going to send you to hell. Something about
Okay.
God.
Okay.
Right? So it's something about Jesus will save you, and then they post a scripture, right? And then or quote a scripture or whatever. And again, this could be on any random video, and it always starts a war, right? So you'll have we'll say that they say, Jesus saves, John 3:16 or something like that, famous scripture. And then you'll have an atheist come on and start like
Yeah.
Jesus doesn't exist, or
Yeah.
Jesus, you can't prove that he was the Son of God or something, right? And then you'll have a Muslim come on, or a Buddhist, and then they'll be like, yeah, but he could have been a good teacher, but really, Buddha was a better teacher, or not Allah,
Steve.
the prophet of Islam, Muhammad.
Okay.
That's awful.
Yeah.
And then, no, he was a better teacher. And then you'll get another Christian, like a different Christian, come on and be like, yeah, but this is a better scripture to prove that he was. And then you'll have the Christians start arguing against each other.
Right.
And it'll be this huge, long religious conversation on a video reviewing a movie about, I don't know, The Hobbit.
Huh.
Have you ever encountered that?
I don't think. Yeah, I guess maybe not. Yeah, you know what? I think not. I just think of that exact scenario, and obviously it wouldn't be that exact scenario. But yeah, where people are arguing about something completely
Irrelevant
different.
to the video.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's true. For me, just because I'm interested in theology, right? And so I always seem to encounter these theological debates, and it's just so baffling. I clicked to see a trailer for like the new Jurassic Park movie,
right.
or whatever. I don't know if that's what I was watching, and then because I'm scrolling through the comments just to see if because I'm an idiot, I don't have any reason to look through the comments.
Yeah.
And I notice, this whole debate,
Yeah.
and not only am I dumb enough to go and read through the comments, but once I see that first comment about, Jesus saves, John 3:16, then I have to click the view replies.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I have to see the shitstorm that ensues.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm interested in the drama.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah, I'll see one of the worst comments on there, and yeah, you'll see a lot of replies like, "Well, yeah, I got to see where this goes."
Right.
I thought of another thing. I don't know why it maybe lead to this. And I don't know if it's. Anyway, I'll just explain it. So let's say you're seeing.
You can look at the camera.
No,
too.
I can't. I have to look at you.
It's
I
hard.
realize. Let's just go into that for now. I realize how hard it is when I'm talking to talk to the camera, not you.
And I don't want to look at the camera when you're talking to me.
But that's the only time I'll look at it.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't want you to think that I'm uninterested in what
I
you're
keep
saying.
looking at the camera. I have a hard time looking at it and talking than I do when I'm listening to you.
Even when I'm looking forward, I'm still looking at our toys on the table.
Because
and
we
stuff.
should be looking at the camera when we're talking, really, and then looking at when we're listening. Damn it.
I know.
Okay, how many
go
minutes? How far are we in?
ahead. Oh, about 20.
Okay, well, it only took us 20 minutes to figure that out. Okay, so
Or to mention it.
Okay, so let's say you're excuse me. Let's say you're watching a video of. I keep going back to the music because that's pretty much what I watch on YouTube.
Yeah, and we keep
Okay.
going back to the YouTube thing because
Yeah.
it's just such a.
That's what we're. That's sorry.
It's a perfect example of shitty online behavior, right?
Yeah,
Shitty humanity in an online space.
and that's what we know a lot.
Yeah,
of.
that's right.
Yeah. So anyway, watching a band on YouTube, and it's a band of all guys or whatever, a metal band usually. It's all guys. You see, and it's a really good band. You see in the comments, they're really good, this and that, in this opinion about them, about their music and everything. what's interesting, and this just recently was kind of bothering me, a girl singer for the metal band,
Okay.
comments completely change. All it is like, oh man, like she is so hot, and this is what I do, and this. I'm like, but they're like, oh, and then every once in a while, like, yeah, they're really good or whatever, but it completely changes.
all they're talking about is how much they want to like screw her.
Yeah, in way
Vulgar.
worse terms, yeah.
Right.
But I mean, and that whole topic is a different podcast. But I just realized that like how and people, people, if this was a regular conversation, they wouldn't start. They would hardly ever start with that unless they're with close friends or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, again, we keep going back to like the bravado, right, that people have when they're online, when they don't have to be face to face to the people who will, these strangers that will be reading their comments or hearing what they say, right? So I mean, so to kind of get away from YouTube for a little bit and
Okay.
maybe more into our experience,
Yeah.
Can you think? Can you confess to a time where you because of the anonymity that's brought by the internet, whether it was YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, that you said something that you probably wouldn't say to someone face to face? Like, did you say it or write it or whatever?
Probably the only time. Well, the thing for me is anytime I ever make a comment or anything is usually like Facebook or something it says who I am, so it's not really anonymous.
But still on Facebook, because you have the protection of the computer screen,
right,
and the keyboard. Sometimes people will say stupid stuff on Facebook.
I don't
Right?
think so. To answer, I don't think so for me, but that's because that's just me. But I would say this though, like I don't think in real life, I would say some things that maybe I would say on Facebook, like to that many people that would read it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because when you say it, maybe 100, 200 people would see that on Facebook.
And you maybe would say it to
A couple people.
like a dozen of those.
So
people
that's
or
the only
so.
thing for me. But other than that, no.
See, I was going to say the same thing because I don't make many comments on YouTube, just because again I don't want to add to the problem of there's no reason for these YouTube comments for the most part, right? And but on Facebook, when I have posted some things, I would say that was maybe that was more intended for a quarter of the people that are my friends on Facebook, or the quarter of the audience that
Right.
will read that. But other than that, I don't feel like a computer screen gives me permission to be more of a jerk than I already am, right?
Yeah.
So, like, okay. So, for instance, I have and we'll use Facebook actually, right? So I'll have Facebook friends talk about how they did something so brave, or they were so appalled, or whatever. But upon further investigation, like through the comments of people asking, what happened, or what they say, or whatever, you learn that the story is they weren't as brave as they say they were in their first post, or they were so appalled they didn't do jack shit about it, and it's just like I don't know. Again, it's this. I don't know if it's what it is in people that they have to do that, or they feel like they can do that, and then there won't be inquiries into the truthfulness of the story. So even Facebook, right, where people are telling, we'll say fibs, right? They're just telling like white lies to maybe enhance a story, or to make their post get more likes or something. I don't know, but people will do that, and I don't know. It just seems disingenuous of
Yeah.
a person to do that.
I would agree with that. I've seen a few like that. I would think though, I think that happens in regular conversation too. You know, people just make things sound better, but what happens in regular conversation is it just goes by and that's it.
Well, and and I was going to say, I just think it happens more often through online conversation or online behavior. Like, yeah, we've all told a white lie or whatever,
Yeah.
but I think that it happens more on online because of that
Yeah.
that sense of that safety that the screen gives you.
Yeah,
You know?
they'll amplify it a little
Yeah.
bit because you're putting there and it, you know, you want. I would imagine because like I said I don't post a lot, but I would imagine for people posting a lot, the idea is they want to catch people's attention and read their post. So if you just amplify it a little bit, then yeah, it's going to catch their attention. You know, it's like advertising for your own self on Facebook.
Get you get you more friends.
Yeah, exactly, or someone, not me. Okay, so I know we're probably getting close on time, but I'm going to take a little bit of a different turn.
Oh, great.
But same type of thing. So now you have celebrities on social media, like okay. So I mean, because now when you're like more like you almost have to be on social media. It seems like
It makes you a bigger celebrity.
yeah, exactly.
To have an online presence.
Right,
Yeah.
and so I always wonder if it makes it like if it makes it harder being a celebrity now with all of that compared to like back in the day where there wasn't any kind of social media. Like you have to conduct yourself differently. Because think about how many times have you seen like the internet will blow up with someone who posted something online, like a celebrity.
Okay,
It's gone,
that's true. Yeah, and I guess for instance, comedians
yeah,
have to be funny all the time,
yes.
right? So I think you're probably right on that.
I mean, it's just something I thought of because there's that, and then there's also like I think harder being a celebrity because you have to have thick skin to be a celebrity because no matter what, you're gonna have, depending how big you are, you're gonna have thousands of people just saying stuff to say stuff like for the like on Jimmy Kimmel
mean
tweets, right?
Yeah,
because which is a great thing I think to put it in perspective. Like these are ridiculous, but you got people, and even like Chris Hardwick from the Nerdist is a comedian, and he'll even say like he'll talk to people and he'll say that no matter how thick skin you are or how much joking, like it's got to get to you at some point.
Oh, they're human too.
Right.
Doesn't matter how rich they are.
Yeah. Like you're being roasted constantly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the other interesting that I see about it that comes from a perspective that, from the celebrities or whatever. So
yeah. And we can really understand that celebrity
right.
perspective.
Well, that's why I bring it up, because how would we not bring up celebrities when we are ourselves celebrities?
Yeah,
and we get we get our tweets that are just,
we have the hate mail.
The hate mail, yeah. So if you want to send any hate mail, we'd love to read it.
We'd love to get some hate mail.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
So we've talked a lot about online behavior and communication, right, being a negative thing, right? Because I think that it's really easy to focus on the negative, but there are some positives.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
for instance, like we'll go back to music.
Okay.
Right? New musicians can get a ton of support and feedback from their stuff through online communication, through online behavior,
Yeah.
right? And people, a lot of people are musicians just casually, right? You're a musician casually, and so having that community, having people kind of help you through your hobby or whatever, that I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But there's always a chance of someone telling you, you suck, what you're producing is shit. But for the most part, when you kind of put yourself out there, I think there's a tendency to find a lot of support thanks to the internet.
Yeah. And if it was just those things that they said you suck and you can't produce music, even that would be okay. But it's like you suck. You should not have been born. Like your face looks like a horse that has been. I don't know where I'm going.
I wanted to see you finish it. I was excited.
That a horse has been transitioning into
Into
a butterfly.
Okay.
So yeah,
that was creative.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
It only took like 5 minutes, but before that I had something else I was going to say too, but now I got lost.
Oh,
in that.
you're saying that if it was just right.
Okay. Well, no, I was going to say when you said good things can happen.
Right.
No, nothing about that. If it was just the like you suck at music, whatever, that's their opinion. But like you can't do anything about. Well, I guess you could do something about your face, but you know, it's hard to do. It takes a lot of money. But so being a Bieber fan, you were talking about, you know, people it being good, you know, as far as some things that can be good on there. Do you know where he was discovered? The Biebs?
In Canada?
Yes, he was located in Canada.
I don't know.
YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Dead serious. I think it was Usher. You know that musician?
Who? No.
Neither do I. Yeah, he found, and so he's found him for people like, you know, liking the video and it getting a lot of views. But yeah, that's where he was found.
No joke.
So obviously he was good.
Okay.
So
we can so you're saying while we're talking about positive things, you're gonna bring up that Justin Bieber is one of those things, like one of those positive interactions.
Sure, it was positive for him.
That's true.
Yeah, but a lot of other bands and stuff were.
I don't really know if it was positive for him.
Well, now probably not.
What fame does to a person?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, so he has a lot of money. So
he might be a good guy. We should have him on.
Yeah.
We'll
so if you're listening or watching,
Justin, we're on a first name basis. Justin.
Yeah. So, let's see. Okay, here's a question that really doesn't have a ton to do with that, but I want to see if you remember.
Okay.
Okay. So, we were younger when YouTube came out. This is a whole podcast on YouTube.
Oh,
jeez. Anyway, so when it came out, do you remember the first YouTube video that you saw?
No.
Really?
No, not at all.
I probably would say most people don't, but I believe I do remember my first video.
Okay.
And it was my brother telling me about this thing called YouTube. And I was like, now what? I'm like, and I typed in the letter U and tube because I didn't know what he meant.
Right.
So I figured it out. And because I was trying to find, do you remember the interview with Matt Lauer and Tom Cruise?
Yeah. I do.
About, it was, the main focus was on medication and antipsychotics.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
And I found that in a great video because it's just ridiculous for Tom Cruise. But I found that and I was like, man, this is odd. Like YouTube, you can find whatever you want. You can just think of an interview. You don't want to go, find it on TV. You just find an interview. But I remember that. I think because the video was so like crazy to me that I remember that.
Okay.
So anyway,
that's a good story.
Thank you.
Oh. So do you have anything else?
Nope.
We're good.
Yeah, that's it.
So, again, kind of like what Josh was alluding to, we thought it was this was kind of a nice way for us to. I feel like our podcast we open up a little bit. We think we're a little bit interesting,
fairly,
and so we kind of open up, and we're happy to be criticized for good or ill.
Yeah.
Right. But this is just one more way, of video to open up just a little bit more, try to be our truer self in the most possible ways online.
Yeah.
And if any of you out there listening are those asshole trolls or those guys who dislike good videos or who are sending mean tweets to
Tom Cruise.
Oh, he can keep doing that.
Yeah, that's true. But like, oh hey, for you, like Katy Perry, that's just rude.
Yeah, don't send mean tweets to Katy Perry.
It just bogs down all the tweets that you send her.
Hey, Katy, call me.
Hey, Katy Cat, give me a call.
555.
Katy. Yeah. So
don't send mean tweets.
You know what?
I mean, there's plenty of normal people in your life that you could be an asshole to. You know,
What?
take that opportunity to open up to those people instead of getting online. You know,
There's got to be some like underground community of like trolls that's just what they do.
I wonder if you could start teaching a trolling class at like a community college and get paid for it.
Maybe. I mean,
It could be like in a human relations degree or something like that.
yep. I mean,
A sociology degree.
yeah,
that'd work.
that'd
really
be
well.
good. Yeah, I mean, because the idea is to get people going,
Yeah.
but not call you out on it, So yeah, that'd be a great class.
Okay. Well, we hope you guys enjoy the podcast again. Thanks for listening, and then the video.
Yeah.
Hopefully it works out. That'll be on YouTube for those who are listening. If you want to go check it out, and
So let's hope it works.
thanks for listening.
Okay.
Bye.